All the way from the start, I can feel it in my heart, like all the way from the start.
Hey, what's going on out there? I'm Sean Devine. Hope you all are doing well. Today I have a new tutorial. This is by request, and it's on using multiple or stacked compressors on one vocal, in this case an aux track. And so we're processing this vocal with each of these compressors respectively. And a lot of you are going to ask, why in the world would you use 4 compressors on one vocal? That is going to be a mess. And in fact, there's a very good reason for it. So I'm going to tell you about it in the video. But let me just go ahead and play back the track here. I'm going to put a link to the song below. It's called Can't Save a Soul. And then we'll talk about what each of these compressors is doing respectively.
Every curse, every lie, every drink, every vice, it's killing me, cause it's killing you slowly. I almost died trying to save you, till I realized that I can't do. When you hurt yourself, I hurt too. I pray to God that'll save you from yourself.
Let's talk about the first compressor I'm using, which is the RVox, which is a nice combination of a gate, and then we've got some compression here with just one control that's just attenuating things, and it's going to give you a little bit more upfront sound here. So let me turn that on.
Every curse, every lie, every drink, every vice, it's killing me, cause it's killing you slowly. I almost died trying to save you till.
All right, so just bringing the vocal up to compete with the instrumental. And then next in the chain is the C4 multiband processor, multiband compression. And I have a preset here that I've based off of a preset that's included with this plugin from Dave Pensado. It's a good starting point for a vocal. It's just going to give us a little bit smoother sound. So let's hear it with the C4.
Every curse, every lie, every drink, every vice, it's killing me, cause it's killing you slowly. I almost died trying to save you, till I realized that I can't do. When you hurt yourself, I hurt too. I pray to God that'll save you from yourself.
And then moving down to the Pro C, we are applying very little gain reduction with this compression. It's at a low ratio here of about 2 to 1. So not a whole lot of compression going on. If you want to just focus on our graph down here, you can see that it's attenuating just subtly.
Every curse, every lie, every drink, every vice, it's killing me, cause it's killing you slowly. I almost died trying to save you, till I realized that I can't do. When you hurt yourself, I hurt too. I pray to God that'll save you from yourself.
All right, so again, just bringing it up, putting it up front just a little bit. So each of these pieces is giving us a touch of compression that is getting us to the target, which is to get the vocal nice and in your face, but still smooth and controlled. So last in my compression chain here is the CLA 76 Blueface. So this is the old vintage version of the 1176. And you're going to notice that I have the compression off. Now, some of you are scratching your heads going, wait a minute, this is a compression video, but he's not even using the compressor on this plugin. There's a reason for this, and I want to talk more about this in future videos with other plugins, but sometimes you use a plugin for the color or the characteristic that it provides a sound rather than just the intended sort of process, in this case compression. So while there's not actually compression happening, it is going through the plugin, and the plugin models a lot of what the hardware does to the audio signal. So I'm just going to let you hear it for yourself. So this is with it off, and then I'm going to turn it on, and you're going to be able to hear the difference.
Every curse, every lie, every drink, every vice, it's killing me, cause it's killing you slowly. I almost died trying to save you, till I realized that I can't do. When you hurt yourself, I hurt too. I pray to God that'll save you from yourself.
So it's very subtle, but it's just bringing things up just a little bit, giving it a little bit of color. And this is just the last thing in the chain that I like to do sometimes, just to give us a little bit of that vintage flair and to bring things up front just a touch more. All right, y'all, so now you've seen that using multiple compressors is actually a great way to not overwork one compression plugin, to get the characteristics from a couple of different types of compressors and make sure that your vocal is going to be very upfront, but you're not going to give it that really squash crunch sound. So each one of these plugins is seeing very little gain reduction. And then of course with the CLA 76 down here, we're just using that for color and just to give it a little bit of flair. And that's something that you can consider in other mixes for even other types of plugins. A lot of times I'll use some EQ plugins and I'll just apply them or put them in the chain, but I won't actually, do any kind of boosting. But the EQ itself or the plugin itself has some pleasant sort of texture and sonic qualities about it that I'll utilize. So keep this in mind. If you have any questions about using multiple or stacked compressors on your vocals, please leave a comment below. If you learned anything in the video, please like and subscribe and consider sharing the video, and we'll talk to you soon.